Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Anna and I'm a random stranger on the internet. These are my work scrubs. You've probably noticed them a lot on my channel. And today I'm just doing a chatty get ready with me with a typical fall look that I do just to go to work. It is a Monday morning, which I know doesn't correlate with when this video is going up, but I mean, y'all get it. You work full-time probably too, or if you don't, you're busy. You're doing things with your life and you kind of just got to schedule things in when you can. So we're just going to do a chatty get ready with me. I have nothing on my face right now. I just got out of the shower. My hair is in a bun. That's all I'm doing with it today. I can't be bothered to do anything else. So yeah. All right. So I'm just going to put on the First Day Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer. I thought I was going to like this a lot more than I did. I'm not going to lie. I've like almost used it up. It should be in my empties coming up, but yeah. I don't know. I like First Day Beauty so much that I assumed I would love this, but not so much. I do have a candle burning, and the only difference between what I'm showing you guys right now is that normally I would be listening to a podcast. Speaking of which, I will be doing my favorite podcast for fall video coming up. So also, I didn't clean my brushes. I meant to do that this weekend. Like, I meant to do that. I meant to be a grown-up and clean my brushes, and I just didn't. This is just the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. I have been using that lately to set my eyes after I ran out of eyeshadow primer. It works really well, I think. I see why some people don't use eyeshadow primer. I think I still prefer to use eyeshadow primer, personally. Like, I think this is just a little heavy for my eyelids. Not enough that it's like distracting, but I just prefer that. All right, now I'm gonna set it. You're gonna see me use all sorts of palettes because, as you all know, I'm doing Pan That Eyeshadow, and that's just what you gotta do if you're doing a project like that. Like, you have to get in there and just use these shadows in whatever way you can make it work. So, there we go. That's the secret to my success. I'm just using some more from the Tartelette Toasted palette to set everything. So, I'm hoping wherever you all are, fall feels great, aka that it feels like fall, because it does not feel like fall here at all. It does not feel like fall in the least. It is stupid hot here. I am grumpy and miserable. Like, I wanted to, this weekend, I got to spend a whole weekend with my husband, and I really wanted to, like, you know, carve pumpkins because we are going to be out of town at the end of October. So we're going on vacation October 24th, 25th, something like that. I am just using this. This is the Tarte False Feel palette. I'm freaking obsessed with this. And I'm just using the shade Hayride to the crease. So I really want to do like all my fall stuff now. You know, like anything fall related that I want to do. I'm like, let's do it now because we're gonna be out of town on Halloween. But it's still so freaking hot. Like catch your breath hot, make you miserable hot. I'm just like, why? Why is it so hot? It is October. It is legit October. It is not supposed to be this hot. And it is just miserable. Oh my gosh. I'm so over it. I am so absolutely over it. Alright, now I'm in the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. The shade I'm using is Summer Yum. As you know, I cannot get away from dark purples in this challenge. So I'm just putting it in my like outer V up through the crease to kind of add some darkening dimension to it. If you guys have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, pull this bad boy out. It is a surprisingly easy palette to adapt to fall. Like especially the shades Puree and Summer Yum. I have been reaching for those a ton lately. In fact, I'm gonna put Summer Yum in right now. They're just like surprisingly beautiful fall shades. And if I wasn't doing this project, I don't think I would have thought about that, because I just so think of this as a summer palette, like a spring palette. But it is such a versatile palette. I think it's got to be one of my favorite ones in my collection. I'm trying to think of something interesting to talk about. I don't really have that many interesting things to talk about, to be perfectly honest. And the thing that is like overriding my mind right now is politics, and I try not to talk about politics on my channel, but holy crap, the political scene has been blowing up. Blowing up. But yeah, you know, it's kind of like talking about religion, and if you live in the Midwest/South, sports. They're just things you don't talk about with people. One, because I don't care about sports, and two, because I mean, like, friendships can actually fall apart over something like that. All right, we're gonna pull in the Sultry palette. In case you guys are wondering, I always do my eyes first. I always do my eyes first, which is why my tutorials always look so weird and so messy. But I get all this fallout underneath my lid. I don't want to go back in and clean that up. Like, I'm tired. I am such a tired old person. And today I just got off the weekend. Like, I didn't do anything really productive this weekend. I sure as crap did not clean my house at all. I saw a lot of people. That was good. I was very social this weekend. But it was like literally 99 degrees yesterday. And I just could not be bothered to leave the house at all. I just was like, nope. And you would think I would use that productively to like clean my house and get ready for the week. No, that's ridiculous. I absolutely would not do that. So during the week now, I have to find time to like clean my house and do all the chores that I didn't get done this week, but it'll be okay. It's the benefit of being a dink, right? You can be a little more free with stuff like that. All right, there we go. In other news, this teak shade doesn't actually have a pan. I'm kind of convinced of it now. I have been working on it pretty religiously, and it's just not coming together for me. I mean, eventually it's got to have a pan, right? Eventually. All right, y'all are about to see some weird faces because I'm going to line my eyes. I don't even know if I can talk while doing this. Apparently I can. My Hermie girl just came in and laid on the floor. The only person in the world who's still happy that it's hot outside is my dog Luna. She is such a sun baby. She like literally goes outside. She wants to be outside all day, all night. Like, I have to make her come in because I'm paranoid about her overheating. And if you're like, just put water out there. I mean, I do, but it's weird. Like, it's 99 degrees here. I'm so paranoid about that dog getting overheated. So I make her come in pretty frequently and like drink water and stuff like that. But she's such a sun baby. She absolutely loves being outside in the sun. And she's like sleeping on rocks. We have shaded areas in our backyard. No, she doesn't want those. She wants to sleep on the rocks or on the driveway in the sun, full born. Like, she's the only person in the world who's still happy that it is as hot as it is right now, because she absolutely loves the sun. All right, I am, if you're wondering whatever this weird smear on my face is, this is the Hard Candy Glamouflage 16-hour wear full coverage. And I am only doing half my face because this stuff sets down so fast. Oh my god. It is not a bad foundation. It's not my favorite drugstore. I can't tell you what my favorite drugstore is right now. Well, it's the Beaujolais, Beaujolais, that one that I pan. But this, I mean, this is a nice full coverage one. It really is. I just haven't found the primer that works best with this, because this will slide. At some point in the night, this will slide. So I'm really just trying to, like, I'm unofficially panning this right now. I think anybody who's a panner is always unofficially panning something. Like, you're just subconsciously working on something. And when I picked this to kind of get through it, you know, I'm always kind of picking the oldest thing in my collection and being like, okay, I did use this. This was the oldest thing, but now this is the oldest one, so let's get it out. It's not that old, though. It's maybe 6 months old, so I don't have a ton of worry about it, but still, it's just super hot. I mean, I work inside the hospital, so it's not like I sweat that often. Certainly I don't get hot enough for my face to sweat. I'm usually freezing. But if I had a job where I had to go in and out of outside, it's too much. It's not a breathable foundation at all. And I think I managed to get some up here. Do you all ever wonder how you even adult? Like, I wonder that all the time. I'm like, how on earth do I get myself dressed and out the door every day? Because every day I do it. I manage to get dressed every single day and get my tuchus outside the door. Don't know how. All right, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me right now. I do really like this powder. I'm not convinced I'm a loose powder person. Mainly because I'm just so messy. I'm just absolutely so messy. I know I didn't put concealer on. I never put concealer on unless I look like I'm going to die. I'm just not a concealer person. I don't know why. I just am not. Never have been. All right. This is actually a really lovely powder. I mean, it's very smoothing and lays everything out, stuff like that. So when you're doing your makeup, do you ever feel like maybe if you like do your look spring-like or fall-like or something like that, maybe you'll convince the weather outside to join you? That's what I'm like thinking right now. I'm like, maybe if I just keep acting like it's fall, then fall will catch up with me and it won't be record-breaking heat where I am. So we'll see. I'm just putting on my bronzer now. I'm doing the Chocolate Soleil. This is in my Nightmare Before Christmas project pan. I'm just doing it really lightly. I don't really know what I'm doing with bronzer. I really don't. Ooh! Oh! Oh! I wish you guys could see this. If you're noticing the light shifting, it's because Hermione has decided to sleep on the light. Like on the light base. She's decided that's where her new sleeping spot is. And so I'm literally watching my light dance across the room. Yep. That's my girl. She's such a klutz. Alright, so this, back to this Tarte palette. Would you guys be interested in a review of this? Nobody's talking about this. And it's not something you have to have, but oh my god, I love it. I'm going with the blush, the Fall Feels blush. The only thing I have to say about this is it's actually a plenty large pan. I just like to use a fluffy brush with it. And like the other day, I was putting it on and it was picking up a hair of this green. And I wasn't noticing it till it was on my face. And I was like, what is this weird shadow thing I'm getting? Because I was getting these weird streaks across my face. And I could not figure out like why they were showing up. I was like, what is that? Why am I getting weird streaks across my face? And I finally figured it out. I was like, oh, that's what's going on. All right, my Pixie Glow Mist. I'm super weird. I always like set my face and then do my eyebrows. I don't know why. Like, I've always done that. I can't say that there's any reason for that. I don't think there's any like magic makeup tip that encourages that. In fact, sometimes it could even come out a little weird because you're dealing with a slightly wet, but I just do. I just always have, so. I think I do it in part because it helps me like kind of get that fluffier shape that I want, because you know you're going with it slightly wet, and I don't know. I think I'm just making up excuses for why I'm doing that. All right. Let's put on some highlights, shall we? You guys have been so encouraging on this channel about me using highlight, and I know that seems so simply, like everyone in the world uses highlight. It's so standard now, but it's so foreign to me, and you guys have been like so sweet about it. I really appreciate it, because I just haven't figured out how to do it in a way that I think is like natural and subtle. And I love more natural makeup, which is crazy because I do bold eye looks. But honestly, I only really do bold eye looks now because of my Pan That Shadow. Before that, I was the lover of the nudes. I still am a lover of the nudes. I really am. It's just my thing. I actually feel bad for a lot of you because a lot of you can't do bold makeup at work. You know, you're in a traditional office environment or something like that. And I could get away with a lot. Like, I wear orange all the time. I've worn purples and blues. I can really get away with whatever I'm panning at my office. Nobody ever says anything to me. But if you give me a choice, you're gonna get a very natural look. Plus, I think bronzes just look really beautiful on blue eyes. I do. I also have to be considerate of the fact that we deal with a lot of psych patients in my facility. Like, we do all the medical clearance for our local psych hospital. We have that contract. So I also try not to do anything too crazy, because if you think people don't react bizarrely to the strangest of things, be around a lot of poor people who are having an acute psychotic episode. Bless their hearts. Like, things like that can actually really set them off. Same thing with like perfumes. I think you have to be really discerning and modest, and by modest I mean minimal, if you're gonna wear scent to any place where you're dealing with people in respiratory distress. Otherwise you can cause more harm than good. And that's your medical lesson for the day, folks. All right, this is my finished look. Get you in a little closer here. All right, and that is an average fall workday makeup look for me. All right, guys, thank you so much. Go into the world, be fabulous, be you. Bye.